More now on California's historic diesel truck agreement. It all came together due to a compromise between the California Air Resources Board and truck manufacturers and trucking associations.
Both groups were suing the state over regulations they say were unattainable. KTVU's Tom Vakar joins us now, live with more details. Tom.
Well, it turned out to be a little bit like poker when you make these emission regulations. Sometimes you have to hold them, sometimes you have to fold them. California state air regulators and truck and engine manufacturers said on Thursday they had reached a give-and-take agreement that will give companies more flexibility in meeting the ever-increasing emission requirements. In effect, the Air Resources Board backed off on some regulations. In return, they get a certain amount of certainty that the vehicles that they want to have on the road will eventually come. In one way, both sides actually won. The most important requirement that stays in place is that half of all heavy-duty trucks sold in California will be electric by 2035.
They're going to stay on this timeline to bring out zero-emission equipment, regardless of what a future administration, if somebody wanted to stop or delay that timeline.
To get there, the state will provide no less than 4 years lead time before imposing new regulation standards, and that any such new mandates will stay in place for at least 3 years before they can be changed. That gives manufacturers time to create the lowest cost, most widely used fuel motors.
They don't have to build two separate engines, diesel engines, one for California, one for the rest of the country.
Nonetheless, truck makers are way behind on making enough zero-emission trucks, and electric utilities are also way behind providing massive-scale infrastructure to charge them.
When you have thousands of trucks that have to plug in overnight, that starts to be the equivalent of a small city.
It's going to take like 6 or 7 football stadiums worth of electricity to charge just my small fleet here overnight.
AB Trucking owner Bill Abudi says tens of thousands of port trucks along the California coast face a more immediate problem with existing inflexible admissions rules.
We can't use them. They're too heavy for us, and we can't charge them anywhere.
Now, while some port trucks are grandfathered in, once they reach a certain age or mileage, then they are simply prohibited, no matter how good they are. Ultimately, California plans to mandate that by 2045, that virtually all heavy-duty and medium-duty vehicles produce zero emissions. But that's a bit of a ways off. That's the way it works up in Sacramento. Tom Vakar, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
All right, Tom, thank you.